Bonjour, c'est moi, Michelle. And if you couldn't tell from my terrible French accent, I'm in Paris! I've been trying to self-study French for about a year now, but it really hasn't been working. I think that my Spanish and Italian are interfering with my French. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be okay here. So far I've interacted with 3 people and they all spoke English. But I have my first tip for you all in France. So I just assumed that the adapter converter would be the same as Spain and England because they both used the same converter. So I'm like, oh yeah, France, they'll have the same one too. That makes sense, right? But no, my adapter converter, it came with 3 in the same thing, and one's from Europe to the American plug, which obviously I don't need, and then one's the UK and Spain one, American to UK and Spain, and then there's this last one. I'm like, I don't know what this one is. So I thought it was for China or something because they're my dad's and he went to China with them, but nope, that one with just the 2 prongs, that is for France. So if you're visiting France, make sure you take all your adapters because I had the wrong one. But enough of me blabbing, I'm going to go out in France and we'll see if I survive. My first stop is La Place de la Bastille, which is this monument behind me. Now I'm in Place des Vosgues, which is the oldest planned square in Paris, and it's beautiful. Behind me is the river Seine, and the buildings behind that are actually on one of the 2 islands in the river Seine, which is the Ile Saint-Louis. And now I'm headed to the second island, Ile de la Cite, to see the Notre Dame Cathedral. And I'm already at the Notre Dame Cathedral. And wow, can I just say that after London, it's so nice being able to just walk everywhere, and I just walk for a few minutes and then what I'm walking to is right there. The line to get into Notre Dame Cathedral is absolutely crazy. It winds all the way around the square, but it's moving pretty fast. At Notre Dame Cathedral, I couldn't go up the towers because I couldn't figure out, they have this app now where you don't have to wait the line, but I couldn't figure the app out, so I couldn't get the tickets, but I might try to do that tomorrow. I also had to pay €2 to use the restroom there. And now I'm in the Concierge, which is where Marie Antoinette is buried. That last part in there was really cool. They had a memorial for Marie Antoinette, and they also had some of the items that she wore during her lifetime. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm really dragging. I've been up since 4:30, so I'm just so tired. But right now I'm gonna go to the Sainte Chapelle, and the last thing I'm going to do today is the Louvre, so hopefully I survive. I know that I said I was dragging, but that was beautiful. And then it got even better. So I just got dinner, which gave me a chance to sit down and relax for a little bit, and now I'm going to see Pont Neuf, which is the oldest bridge in France. I think that right there is my first glimpse of the Eiffel Tower. I made it to the Louvre, and the pyramid's right behind me. morning, guys. It's Thursday and I didn't close the vlog out last night because I pretty much crashed as soon as I got home. I made it about 2 hours in the Louvre, which definitely was not enough to see even a fraction of it, but I did see the Mona Lisa and I made it through most of the Italian art and Roman art, and I saw the medieval places of the Louvre. So I was happy with what I saw, and I'm not really an art person, so I didn't feel like I needed hours and hours there. And now I'm going to see the Eiffel Tower for the first time because when I saw the little point, that doesn't count. If you can't tell, it's raining, but I'm about to go up to the Eiffel Tower. I'm really glad I got here early because the line is crazy and I got here right when it opened.
I'm so scared right now.
Stairs inside.
I'm on the first level right now and I feel like this trip has just been one big show of me going up really high and looking at views, but it's really surreal to be on the Eiffel Tower.
There's also
I'm at the summit and it's really chilly, so I'm hoping it's warmer when I go back down. Definitely the most touristy thing I've done here, but totally worth it. I kind of did it backwards because I came up from the backside, but now I'm in the Camp de Mars. I just had a great lunch and now I'm going to see Napoleon's tomb at Les Invalides. Hey guys, I just finished at Les Invalides where Napoleon's tomb was, and wow, it was so cool. I spent about 3 hours there, but I only saw 3 sections where his tomb's at, the stuff about World War I and II, and then the history of the army. And I don't know, it might be the coolest thing I've done, but the Eiffel Tower is pretty cool too. And so now, as you can see, I have the Arc de Triomphe behind me and I'll be going up that. And I'm facing Champs-Élysées, which unfortunately I won't have time to explore, but next time I'm here. That was really cool. There's an underground passage that goes under the street just so that you can get to the Arc. That was my workout for the day. There were so many stairs. I was beginning to think that it wasn't worth doing all those steps, but check this out. noticed that I'm not in my Airbnb anymore, you would be correct. So I actually got a hotel room for tonight because my Airbnb host was just crazy. He was too much. So this whole time he'd been texting me a whole lot and wouldn't leave me alone. And then right before I got here, he texted me to let me know, oh, by the way, I'm not gonna be here and I'm just gonna like leave my key for you in a secure location. So anyways, I got here and he wasn't here, and he was like texting me some things, and he was like, oh, make sure that you leave, that the shutters are closed when you go out. I'm like, okay, I won't touch them. Good. But then he started like making demands. He's like, oh, by the way, could you like change the bedding before you leave, and could you clean my bathroom, and could you vacuum, and could you take out the trash? So he wanted me to do all of his chores, and essentially what he does is he doesn't go back to his house or have a cleaning lady in between his guests. He just expects his guests to do that, and there's no guarantee that they do that. There's no guarantee that anything's clean. Like, it's just kind of weird. And then he's getting all mad at me. So it's kind of like, whatever, it's different, I'll roll with it. But then today when I was out and at the museum visiting Napoleon's grave, I got this text and he's like, are you home right now? And I'm like, no. Why? And he's like, can you double check to make sure the shutters are closed? Like, I think they might not have been latched properly. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not home right now. I'm not gonna be home for 2 to 3 more hours. But he was just like really freaked out about it. I asked him, like, my laptop's there, will my laptop be okay? And he's like, forget about your laptop, like, I have important stuff there. And then I asked him, and then he said the reason that he was so worried is because his house had been forced before, aka broken into, and the way it was set up, so it's on the ground floor, like in this courtyard, and there's a code to get in through the first door, so it's pretty secure. But still, if anyone comes in and like breaks in that window and you're like right there, and they would just totally come at you. So I asked him, I'm like, is it even safe? And he's like, well, forget about you. So he doesn't care about the safety of his guests or his lives or their lives. All he cares about is his stuff. And now he doesn't have anything valuable there. What he's worried about is a hard drive full of photos, which he has backed up anyways, and the hard copies of his diplomas. So he doesn't care if you die as long as his diplomas are just fine. And guess what? If someone broke in, they probably wouldn't steal those anyways. So luckily I was able to come to a hotel and be all set with that. I hope that you guys didn't mind my rant at the end, but I really did enjoy Paris. I had a great time. It was a blur. It was rushed. You can probably tell from the vlogs. I'm trying to like vlog and take pictures and do everything, but it was really great. So make sure that you like this video and subscribe. Next week, I'm going to be putting out another video about London because I'm still there for 4 more days. Bye bye!